And Mr. Swing, hi. Happy Saturday, guys. Hold on, let me move something around. I figured we're gonna pick up right where we left off yesterday. Hold on, let me move this out of the way. Move, window, get out the way. I hope you guys had good sleeps. I'm still waking up. I woke up at 5:30, right? I was like wide awake. And I was like, well, I guess I'll get up. I'll go down maybe and like practice on the pad or something, have coffee, wait till everyone wakes up. And that's the last thing I remember was thinking about that. And then I woke up at like 8 o'clock. So we slept in a little bit today. All the kids slept in too. Making sure I don't have any eye goops. No snow right now. No, we're supposed to, Mr. Swing, we're supposed to get snow tomorrow night into Monday. So I'm hoping we get something. Right now they're saying 3 to 6, so we'll see. And then we're supposed to get snow Wednesday, Thursday, 4 to 6. So I don't know. It's probably going to all be rain and wind. We'll get nothing. And then the driveway will just be frozen water. And I'll have to put salt down. Oh, yeah. So I'm hoping we get snow. But how are you doing? Everyone's getting snow but us usually. And we'll watch the weather. And they show like that ice line where it's like rain, mix, and then snow. We're always like right on that line of like, oh, mix, snow. Oh, it just sucks. You have snow. I'm very jealous. Like straight up, we've had maybe total this year, maybe 8 inches total, maybe. It's been a abysmal snowy winter here, but what are we gonna do? But yeah, today we're working on 4-stroke Ruffs. That's what we were doing pretty much all day yesterday. And I joked, I thought last weekend, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna work on 3-stroke Ruffs and 4s and then 5s and all that. I'm like, I'll do that in like 2 days. A week, 1 week later, I'm still on the 4s. So we're gonna finish these up today and get into the 5s. So it'll be fun. Yeah, right, Mr. Swing. We used to get, when I was a kid, like 2 feet of snow was like a normal thing. Like we'd always have snow, and it's just weird. It's honestly, it's really weird. It's just like the path of like where the jet stream goes. Everything's going north of us, so it's just weird. In all honesty, we used to have snow all the time when I was a kid, like and now we get like just a little coating to an inch, and then it like rains and washes it all away. I'd rather just be spring. Carver, yeah. I like the cold. I like the cold because of bugs. I hate bugs. I hate bugs. Hate it. And I hate being like the mugginess. So I don't mind the cold because of that. I hate bugs with an absolute passion. If I go outside with my wife and we're both standing there, I'm like, all those little gnats. And she has like none by her. Like some people are just, I don't know, the blood or what's in them. Maybe I just smell. So the bugs are like, that stinky guy, let's go over to him. But man, do I hate bugs so much. Like they're always like mosquitoes love me, gnats, all that. My wife can just stand there, no bugs, kids, and I'm just always like every time. So I'm always like, summer, I hate it, hate it. I'm always putting those off wipes. I'm always like, I probably got all kinds of poison in me from those, but it's better than the bugs. Fun fact, there are no mosquitoes on Iceland. I'm going to Iceland. I did hear that before. And snakes, right? Or something like that. No, mosquitoes, or is it spiders? One of those. That's crazy. Yeah, like, you'd think there would be. Like, especially by now with, like, people bringing in stuff in their suitcases or whatever, all those invasive things. Wild. But happy Saturday. It's the weekend. Hopefully it's a long weekend because it's supposed to snow Sunday into Monday. So we're fingers crossed for like a 2-hour delay or a school closing. My wife's a teacher, so we're we're kind of like, please be a 3-day weekend, right? We can all chill a little bit. But this stuff is slow go. But we're getting it. You know, this is, especially a 4-stroke Ruff, isn't something that I have in my normal repertoire, I guess is the fancy word. I don't really play them deliberately or like play them like this in certain placements. So this is a very hard but very good exercise. So it is like there's some slowness to it, but once we get it, it feels really good. So what we're going to start with today, we're working out of this book. It's Joe Porcaro's drum set method, or I think now they call it Joe Porcaro's drum set method, bring some funk or something. I don't know. Just type in Joe Porcaro book. It should pop up. He's the dad of the late great. Well, they're both late great, but he's the dad of Jeff Porcaro. I said Raisin Bran and I shaved, and I feel like there's like a random hair digging in. Stupid hair fur or face fur. But this is the following 2-bar phrase demonstrates the over the bar feel by the drum set. 4-note stroke we played on the bass drum. So this is for very fast tempos. We'll see what happens. What's the slowest? If we did 160, I feel like that's a little slow. Hold on, where's my metronome? 160, 150. All right, so triplet dun dun, papa da boom boom, papa da boom boom, dun dun dun, papa da boom boom. All right, let's try. We'll start with this. Matthias, thank you for the bit. That's so nice. Hello, good morning. 1985. What I could think of. There was Daisy. Waited for a ride. What was that? Stacy's mom? Might have been. I don't know. But hello. Thank you so much. It's nice. All right. No. Cheers from Uruguay. What? That's so cool. How is Uruguay? That's amazing. Thank you. That's so nice. The internet is wild. I love it. I love it. Thing, the over the bar line. So this is play 4 bars of time before following the exercises. All right, so these are 4-bar solo. So 4 bars a time, 4 bars a solo. We'll see. This is a hard book. What's up? They're fun. The next one is, it's a 4-bar phrase, so 4 bars a time, 4 bars of, it's a 4-stroke rough, 1, 2, 3, 4, but you play the 4th one on the kick drum, right? Right? It's cool. I like it. Next one. All right. Yeah, single 4s. Yeah, 4-stroke rough. So roughs are when you play alternating, and a roll would be a double. Like a four-stroke Ruff would be like right, right, left, left, but a single four-stroke Ruff is da 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 da, right? But yeah, no metronome in my ear, no, because some I have to slow down, and I'm not to a metronome just yet, not yet, but all right. They're fun. They're so weird though. I never really do four-stroke Ruffs. Like I do, but I don't. You know. So yeah, we're practicing them slow, fast, just trying to get a feel for them all around. Have you ever been a Met guy? Changed my life. Oh yeah. No, Mike. When I went to college. I was a percussion performance major, and I went to school thinking like I am freaking amazing. I can play along to, Blink 182 and Dave Matthews and man, I got there and yeah, I couldn't do jack basically. But yeah, playing to a metronome, we started doing that in school and college, and man, I got reamed, dude. Like, but going through college and all that stuff, like practicing to a metronome, it doesn't bother me anymore at all. But it really helped. Like, this is like probably, I graduated in 05. So, or 04, I'm sorry, I can't think. And that was like the start of like playing along to Pro Tools sessions, I guess, and a lot of Pro Tools, or a lot of studios were integrating to Pro Tools like a lot more than to, like the early 2001s. So playing along to a metronome was such a easier thing to do. And then like probably around 2005, like playing along to backing tracks and stuff, like on tour, like that's basically all I did for years, sadly that was the way. So metronomes, yeah, I can play along to metronomes, but when I'm running through this book, kind of like a first pass to kind of find out, all right, what's hard, like what's really going to give me trouble, and then we're going to refocus and regroup. So we'll do stuff with metronome, but for now we're just moving through exercises, just kind of like, I check tempos, like we just check 208 just so I can gauge stuff. But jazz studies or orchestral. My first year was orchestral, and then I transferred to like more modern stuff. It wasn't jazz. I did UCLA and Musicians Institute, so it was like more modern music. We touched on jazz, Latin, all that stuff. So it's like there wasn't a genre focus. I didn't want to do that. That's so nice, Mike. Thank you. Still love your drums. It's nice. I just cleaned it, and it looks dirty again. So, it's like when you clean the house, you're like, oh, it's perfect. And then an hour later, like, what happened in here? It's kind of how I feel with my drum set. All the dust from shirts and all that. So, but thank you. That's so nice. So we'll do this a little more. If you have questions, let me know. I like that one. Now this one starts it in a weird spot. So I'm going to take a second. This one might be a little weird. I gotta build up my left hand. It's so weak. Hold on. I like these. This is kind of cool. 4-stroke snare and bass drum exercise. So it's basically like doing triple, yeah, like 16th note triplets, right? It's kind of cool because it just shifts it around. So it does like one and triple two and triple dot. Then it does one triple dot. And then the last one, it's kind of cool. How many are there? There could be more too. Yeah, I was gonna say. Nice. All right, we're getting there. We're cruising. Bear, what's up? Austin, hi. Happy Saturday. How do you switch the? Wait.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Oh, Bear, dude, I'm back. I'm back. Right? Dude, Bear, I hear you, man. I'm not on, like, I'm streaming usually. If my Twitch time is like I'm live. But I hope you're good. It's good to see you. Thank you for that. I hope life's good. Do you switch the hand on the start of the triplet or always right? I'm going off of the book. I do switch it though because of this. Yesterday, a lot of the exercises, it was kind of cool, like orchestrating them around the kit. So like if it starts with a right hand, start with the floor tom. left. Right? So we were doing stuff like that yesterday. Woo, it's hard. Are weird though, not gonna lie. They throw me for a loop. But it's coming. After this one, there's some left-handed stuff. They're tricky. But we got, wait, where was I? Crap. Did I skip a page? Oh boy. Yeah, we got a couple more to do. Get up off of that thing. Dance if you feel better. So good. To work on with left hand. That's gonna be so fun, bear. Me and my buddies tried to get those tickets to that festival in Vegas, and like the site glitched out, and they were like 10 grand. A bunch of us were gonna get a bodega, whatever, like a booth, and it was like 7 or 10 grand or something. But if like a bunch of us went and split it, it wasn't that bad. So we were all gonna do that, and they sold out in like 5 milliseconds, you know. So yeah, I was like, yeah, no, we're good. Now it's gonna be like 30 grand, you know. But I think that's over the summer at some point in Vegas. That big like mega festival, like early 2000s fest, or it's basically every band from between 1999 and 2007. It's like all those bands. It's kind of funny. Would have been cool though. It's a weird one. It's like a shuffle that. Kind of cool, I guess. All right, let's see. Now applied to the drum set. This is where it's gonna get a little freaky deaky. good. Thank you. That left. 1, 2. So there's a left, Mike. Oh, it's so weird. That's hard. That's hard. Hands are the limitation. Gee, what's up? Hello. Crank the fingers. All right, 3/4. Which one's this? 3/4. What? I don't like 3/4. All right. so much work to do with these. Oh, it's so crazy. Man, I just want to go back for a second. These are hard. Let's just revisit something really quick. These from yesterday. I just want to see how bad, if I retain any of them. Left-hand leads are so harder. Right? I feel both, but man, oh. Hi, happy Saturday. Do you have the day off today, dude? Hopefully. I love these, but I see the more you practice this stuff, the more you hear how bad you are at it. The first couple times you're like, yeah, I could do it, woo! And then the more you do it and get comfortable with it, you're like, wow, I could do it, but it sounds awful. Or you can make it clear, you know? Oh, Kel! Thank you. Good morning, dude. I'm going to wait for coffee. Let's get through. I'm going to do these. Oh, I'm feeling good. What's the... I need some stairs or something. I go down to Philly. Probably trip. Break my arm. They're like, why, Rocky? Why? Why? stream. Let's go. Thank you. What were you streaming? I'm roughing today. I got my collar up. We're roughnecks. Is that what they call it, Cal? I don't know. Beatniks? Roughnecks? We're all about the roughs today. The 4s and 5-stroke roughs. But these are hard. Some magic, then some. Oh, right on. Some Fruity Loops. I like Fruit Loops. I feel like a kid this morning. Watched a couple episodes of Justice League, the animated show, while ate breakfast. Dude, like a boss. That's right, you did. What kind of breakfast did you have? Did you have some Fruit Loops? Then that would be extra amazing. Or Pop-Tarts. Or toaster strudels. Then you'd be like, I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. I don't know the song. Except from that part. I think they're different songs, but you get the idea. Those Honda commercial songs. Anyways. McDonald's Brett. My man. Nice. Oh, that's baller, dude. I could go for, oh man. My breakfast at McDonald's is 2 bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits, 2 hash browns, orange juice, and large coffee. Then I'm good. Sometimes 3, because they're so small now. Either that or I'm just getting fatter. You get them and you're like, what is this? What is this? Did you make this with an easy bake oven? Come on. Hamburglar. Stay away from my breakfast. Straight for 10 minutes and you're guaranteed to get it down, right? The rudiment isn't the weird thing. It's in the timing of it. You know what I'm saying? That's weird for me. Like keeping the hi-hat steady because it's 4/3. So every time it's different, right? Listen to what hits with the hi-hat. First, it's a left hand, then a foot, and then a right hand, and then a left hand. It's so weird. So check it out. I'll try it slow. Right? Now. And then when you switch hand lead, so if I switch to left hand lead, then it's opposite. Then it's right foot, left, right. It's so weird. Usual is McGriddle and sausage. Ooh, McGriddle. See, I don't know. I mean, I'll eat a McGriddle, but I'm like, I don't like food touching. So to me, I'm like, oh, my maple syrup got on my bacon, egg, and cheese. You know? Like, it's just like, but I'll eat it. I'm not saying I won't. Forgot, but yeah. That's like doing 3-4 with your feet and 4-4 with your hands. Yeah, it's cool. It's weird. Yeah, it's a 2-bar over the bar line phrase. But keeping like the jazz time, like keeping that chick going. Right? Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And then the next ones are really cool. Thunder, check it out. Finger, good morning. Hello, good morning. They're still calling for snow. We're still good. Hamster, hello. Gonna have to give that a try. Here, watch. But take it. Here, I'll just do overhead. So if you take that idea, right, like with a right hand lead, right, or with a left hand lead, but then like the next couple, move it around the kit. So watch. I'll leave it as the overhead view so you can see it. Cool. But what I tried to do yesterday, I even woke up in the middle of the night thinking about this. This is how weird it is. So it starts with a kick, right? But, okay, so if you start with a right hand lead, your left hand would be free, right? So 1 and 2. So if you crash with the opposite hand, woo, it's so weird. Oh. I need coffee. So, at least I remembered it though. Isn't that cool? It's weird, but cool, right? Oh, all right. I think we're ready for. I'm not doing this stuff. We're ready for 5-stroke Ruffs. Oh, I'm afraid. I'm afraid. You know how Weezer says, wait. I don't care. 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 Is that what he says? I'ma do the things that I wanna do, right? I don't care. I think he says I don't care, but I'm afraid. 5-stroke Ruffs. Basically a 5-stroke roll, but singles. East of West, hello. It's melodic, right? It's super cool. It's very Max, right? Very Max Roach. Some of you might go, I understand that reference. Some of you might not, and that's okay. Google Max Roach. He's one of the best. He's amazing. Very melodic on the drums. Someone was like, nice coffee sip sounds. Some people are probably like, oh, it's gross. But this was from my favorite restaurant in LA. Not really LA, it's in Santa Clarita, North LA. We used to go there, me and my wife, before we had kids and our lives were ruined. Our social lives, I should say. Every Sunday morning, we would go to breakfast. Right? That cute dating couple, then that cute engaged couple, then that cute married couple. And then that family with a bunch of kids who were trying to just like enjoy breakfast, but, you know, screaming kids throwing hash browns all over. But Simon, the owner, is amazing. And I was gifted this cup from him on Father's Day, 2011. I wasn't even a dad yet, but we had found out we were going to be mommy daddies. And it was Father's Day, and he was like, hey, man, happy Father's Day. I'm like, well, I'm not like a dad yet. And he's like, yes, you are. And he pointed to the baby pouch. So it's my first Father's Day gift ever. It's very cool. So it's one of my favorite mugs. The joys of shotgun. I realize like this is totally an ASMR stream sometimes. If you hear like my stomach growling, coffee sips, inhales with the nose. You guys know my bodily function sounds like more than I do. You're getting a microscope right into like my breathing and digestive system. So sorry about that. But the 5-stroke Ruff is going to be interesting because obviously it's it starts off as 16th notes. Now, jazz typically is, we've been dealing with triplets. But the 5-stroke Ruff that we're going to start with, it's basically playing 16th notes with triplets. That's how this is read. Now, this is going to be very hard for me. I am not really versed in this. So this is some serious big boy stuff for me. I'm very excited about it, but we got a lot of work to do. Because essentially we're going to be playing 5-stroke Ruff played as 32nd note based on 16th note triplet. So it's going to get real. It's going to get real fast. But I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a challenge. Today's going to be a hard day. But tomorrow we have 5-stroke rolls. So I want to get through the 5-stroke Ruffs today. Some of this stuff we won't be playing. Hold on, let me just preview. All right, so we got, there's a lot to run through, but it also isn't. There's just going to be a lot of uncomfortable playing sounds happening, but we'll get it. Uji, what's up? The rub of 16ths against triplets, so hard to get used to. Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, I wish you could see here. East West. Are you in the Discord? I'm gonna take a picture of this. I'll put it in the Discord so you can see. What I'm excited to really dive into. But this is like slow. This is 40 to 60 BPM. So it's not like crazy amazing stuff, but I'll put it in the Discord if you want to check it out. If I can find where my Discord is. Here we go. I have the I have the the Mandalorian sounds in my head. Boom, 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 right? Grogu being so adorable. But this is what's going to be interesting, like trying to get this as concepts, because I know this is stepping up for the 5-stroke roll, which can be played a lot faster because they're diddles, right? So these are all singles. So this is like laying the groundwork for understanding fives at high tempo. So this is an important chapter of the book. You know, like a cool transition period. So I'm just going to start. We'll work our way through it. You're going to hear all kinds of weird stuff. I apologize in advance. Chillin', just ate a huge pizza. Self-made. Nice. Do you have a pizza oven? Like a brick thingy that you put it in? Or I don't know. Like I see them now. They look like little spaceships. People put them in their yards and they're like, making the pizza. I kind of want to make like a legit stove concrete brick oven just for that kind of stuff. We'll see though. All right, so the rudiment of the 5-stroke Ruff consists of 5 alternating strokes starting with either hand, meaning you're gonna go 1 2 3 4 5 or 1 2 3 4 5. So this is gonna be tricky. One thing I'm gonna try to do is chick the hi-hat on beats 2 and 4. So hopefully that'll help you determine, all right, if he's chicking here, then hopefully you can sense of where it is. So that's how I'm going to approach this. It doesn't say to do that, but for me. Radio Kid, hello. Hi. I am good. How are you doing? I slept in. I got coffee. We're working, practicing, working on some new stuff. Not like new, but like new applications of old ideas. That's what we're doing, pretty much. And these are things that I don't play in my normal drumming vocabulary, so a lot of work. Yeah, if you have questions, Radio Kid, or anything like that, let me know. Are you a drummer? I hope. I hope everyone in the world becomes a drummer at one point. You already are, but you know what I'm saying. I want to go full Bernard on Red right now. Be like, so you say you can't drum? Ha! Yeah, right. Oh. Right? What kind of music am I going to play? We're working on jazz. We've been really, really working on jazz for a long time. It's spot on per. Yeah. Let me explain something to you, Mr. Red. How's everyone feeling, man? Vor, what's up? Hi. I'm trying to sound like Carter. I should change that to Carter McLean. If you're trying to sound like Carter McLean, like, boy, you way off. Oh, that's right. I need the butt for Purdy. That's right. Oh, man. Speaking of Bernard, it's sold out. But Pocket Percussion down in little north of Philly is hosting Bernard. He's got a clinic there. I think it's February 5th. And I can't attend. It's a Sunday. We've got some stuff going on here. Another drum thing, which is kind of cool. But we'll talk about that as it gets closer. But yeah, if you call Keith and be like, please let me in, please. I think they're like, because they can only fit so many people, but that's going to be a cool event. Bernard's a sweetheart. If you've never seen Bernard live, go, please make it a point, or watch. Like, there's a couple things on YouTube. He's such a personality. Here we go. This is hard. I've been doing like jazz for so long right now. I instantly started playing triplets, and I don't know if you heard, but I was like, wow, no, that is not right. What is this straight 16th that people speak of, you know? That hit him in the down, did a bone. That sounds like, I think it's like a Shania Twain song or something, right? Hit him in the down, hit him in the down. It's probably some cool song that the youths listen to. take my ears out for this. Soccer man, what's up? That hurts my hands. Not hurts, but like, yeah, it's a little workout there. I got to work on the pad on that one. Make some notes later on. Oh, okay. Now these will get a little more rhythmic. Rhythmic variations continued. This is just breaking them up. So let's see what this sounds like. some good hard. Jake, what's up? Here, let me show you something. Are you in the Discord? Let me take a picture of what I'm playing. Hold on. Let me take a picture. I'm going to put it in the Discord. Maybe. If my... What? Why you no take pictures? Here, I'll put it in there and I'll explain it. I'll explain it. It's hard though, man. It's hard stuff. Here we go. In we go. So it's in the Discord. Oh yeah. This microphone is off, so it's extra loud. But what this is, it's just 5 notes. Ba 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 ba. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you start with your right hand and you count 5 alternating, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna start with your right, end with your right. If you start with your left, you're gonna, like Sesame Street, end with your left. Type in !Discord. It should link you. But what this is just basically going different variations of that, right? 1, that. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It sounds crazy, you know? Yeah, there you go. It sounds absolutely nuts, but all it is really that thing, like 1, 2, or 1 and a 2 en, 3 en, a 4 and pop. Right? So it's weird, and the first 2 notes up at the top of the page, the 1 and a, I was told this a long time ago by a band teacher that I had. Her name was Miss Oakes. She was super cool and super nice. But whenever you had an 8th note and then 2 16ths, the bum bop bop, she used to say grasshopper, right? So like grasshopper. And with 2 16ths and an 8th, da da da, she would say quarterback. So like that first one, grasshopper quarterback, da 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 da, right? And then 3 and a 4 and da 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 da. I never forgot it, and I still use that to this day all the time. I'm always going like grasshopper quarterback, grasshopper quarterback, grasshopper quarterback, it's like that, right? So think of something like that, you know. But yeah, this is a whole study in 5s. So like the second line, it says 5-stroke rough above it, those little brackets. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5. So it's essentially what it is while playing, you know, 2. So that second measure, so like right here, that's on that page. That's what I was playing, so I'll play it again. So it sounds crazy, and it is. It's fast, but once you really understand what it is, you're like, oh, it's not too scary, you know? But it's all about the right lefts and just making sure you're playing it in the right time. and then it repeats, right? Dun, 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 left, right. So yeah, bop, 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 right? So it's hard doing it singles. Usually people do it as doubles, right? It's freaking hard with singles. That's why this is like top speed. I mean, 184 is fast, but this is really hard as singles. So a rough, whenever you hear the phrase like 5-stroke rough, that means they're single, like alternating strokes. Ba 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 ba. A 5-stroke roll, like a 5-stroke open roll, is when you play diddles, da 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 bop. So a rough is 1 2 3 4 5. A roll is da 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 da. Generally, rolls can be played a little faster, right? Using rebound. But man, these are hard. So Jake, hopefully that makes it not as weird and scary. They're very approachable. Once you kind of understand what they are. And like visually, if no one explained it to you and you look at it, you're like, what the heck is going on? But yeah, they're not too crazy, even though they sound it. Their bark is worse than their bite. I guess that's the way to put it. Thank God, right? All right. What I'm listening to right now when I'm doing it is I'm hearing, so the 5-stroke, the roll, I'm hearing it like, it just sounds very, like just shaky. So I can do these, but they sound just not stable. They don't sound polished. They don't sound practiced is the way. So a lot of people play stuff. They play licks. But they're just because you can play it doesn't mean you can play it per se. Yeah, Jake, let's go. Watch. All right. So if you're doing jungle beats. down, the system is down, the system is down, the system is down. And then, you get the cheat, be like, and then some cool phrases, like that repeat over and over, like, the system is down. If I had only come here seeking knowledge, the things they would not teach me in college. Right, Daniel, what's up? All these, teaching, and everyone's got their ways of teaching, but that's a lot of the rhythm stuff, that are in rudiments are all over the place in modern music. You have to, but hearing it and hearing the patterns and accents, and it's a lot, there's so much out there that, I'm still trying to figure out, This is hard stuff. It really is. Because a lot of times we'll learn something by just listening, right? Or as a Padawan, you're only as good as your trainer, your teacher, I guess. And a lot of times, I will say this: in certain institutions, there are people teaching there that just shouldn't be teaching. Just because they can play doesn't mean they should be teaching. Oh, Jake, thank you. That's so nice. Aw, that's very kind. Thank you. But certain universities, I'm going to say something, and I don't mean it in a weird way or to be mean, but we've all heard that phrase, those that can't teach, right? And a lot of the times that is true, and I'm going to be very honest. You go to local drum shops or music shops, or usually the people teaching lessons are people who are like, I couldn't get that gig, I guess I'll teach. And they're kind of bitter about it. They're like, all right, next lesson. All right, come on, paradiddle. And they just, I get it. Like, it happens a lot. I see it and I hear it. As a teacher myself, I would get a lot of students from drummers like that who just taught lessons because, well, I couldn't get a gig, so I guess I'll teach. That's the last thing they wanted to do. And then there are the legit, proper players who are really, really, really just amazing, right? They've done it. They've played and toured and whatever. They can do it, but they really enjoy teaching. They enjoy passing along this lineage of knowledge, and they're really good at it. There's a handful of really amazing teachers out there that both just smoke as players and just kill it as a teacher. So if you're studying with someone or going to a university or a college, it's really dependent on where you're going and the teachers that you're going to get. Because, like I said, some just show up and go, all right, page 6. Just like, we all had great teachers in school, and then we had those not great teachers, right? Teaching history that were like, all right, in 1847, and then you had the teacher that was like obsessed with it and loved talking about it and really wanted you to understand where they were coming from. Those teachers were always amazing. And as a drummer who has had many teachers over the years, I've had both. I've had teachers that, looking back on it, they just wanted a paycheck and get home, And I, part of me is like, I get that, but it sucks for the students who are really excited, and you get stuck with someone who's just kind of like, meh, Leo, hi. A good teacher needs to both know the stuff well enough and be a good community motivator. But, thank you, Leo. Thank you. I loved teaching. It was really fun. But I did get a lot of students that came to me not as a last resort, or parents were like, look, they love drumming, but they hate lessons. And I was like, well, what were they working on? And the students come in for a first lesson, and they would have all 20 books or so many books. And they were like, yeah, I played this. And, we worked on this exercise in this book. I'm like, well, did you play any songs? They're like, no. I'm like, you've been learning drums for 5 years and you've never played a song? And they're like, no. They just play the metronomes into the books. And I'm like, well, no, like, yeah, no wonder you think this sucks. Like, what's the point of learning this if you're not applying it to anything? So there's a lot of teachers out there that, I feel like just they might be decent players, but they suck at teaching. They might be sucky players, but maybe they're good teachers. I've had some teachers like that, where they weren't the best drummers in the world, but they really understood and could see things in other students, like how to shift them and move them around to where they needed to be. So, do I teach anymore? I don't. I taught for 16 years at a music school, and it was great. I loved it. I had amazing students, but it's a lot if you take it seriously. Like, it's a lot of time that you should put into it. And I'm currently not in a band. I haven't been in a legit. I've been in hired gun bands and situations, but I haven't been in a band since '08, I think, right? And I don't want to be in another band. There's like legit no money in it. It's so much time, and as fun as it is, like, it's so fun. But I remember, like, playing video games all day and eating Cheetos is a blast. It's so fun. But like, when you're the older you get, like, you could do that all day. Like, that does sound fun. Like, I'm gonna do nothing and just play video games and eat Cheetos. To me, being in a band right now, it feels fun, but it doesn't, there's no growth in it. Maybe I'm just in the mindset of that, but all the bands I've played with, I've always felt like I wanted to practice more. I wanted to write more. I wanted to do more. And everyone else was like, well, we practiced this week. We're good. Yeah, we got a new song. That's cool. And I'm like, no, let's do more. So I think the band is dependent on the weakest link, Let's start a band. You mean, can we play video games and eat Cheetos? That does sound nice, when do I get to play? Yeah. Like, being in a band, like I said, it's a commitment. It's a lot of work to do it right. And a lot of people just half-ass it. And I hate those situations where you get to rehearsals, you're prepared, and everyone's like, wait, oh man, wait, what were the chords again? Oh, okay, cool. Okay, hold on. Oh, my battery's dead in my tuner. Oh man. Do you have like a cable I could borrow? I forgot my cable. And it's just like, I hate that. And there's always a bunch of those people in the bands, So that's what happened in '08. That's when I started recording, and I'm like, I can get so much done on my own. I hate relying on other people for stuff. In all honesty, I hate it. I'm like, I'm sure there's other people out there like that, but I'm like, no, I want to work all night. And everyone's like, well, I'm tired. And I'm like, no, I'm working. So to be limited by other people and slowing me down, I hate that. Do I make my own stuff? Yes and no. I do have. We did a lesson with Muscle the other day. I do lessons with Muscle because I enjoy those. They're fun, online things. But I showed him my guitar. I do have guitars, and I do the things, but not in a capacity. I don't really have a desire to write and put out music. I do it more for theory, knowledge. Like, I was looking at charts the other day and running through charts on the piano, and just going over chords, and I enjoy that, but I don't really write. Maybe in the future, but currently, no. All of that. This is why I do my own. Yeah, it's just like, it's so much easier. Plus, like, Red, like, you could do your own thing. A lot of times, the thing with bands is you're limited to who's in your area, or, I love jamming to like certain things, and there might be an amazing guitar player that's like, hey, you want to start a band? And you're like, okay. And they might like the complete opposite of what you like, And yes, you might be like, oh, it's art and cool and finding out creating, but like I don't. That's like dating. I don't have time for that anymore, and I don't want to do that anymore. To be like, all right, what's your favorite song? Like, ah. So finding like-minded musicians, if you find them, then it's just like, oh man, this is cool. This is the best. But yeah, like just doing it for the sake of it is just, I have no interest. Creating my sound, I prefer solo work. Yeah. And I think that's a celebrated thing now. Back in the day, even like 10, 15 years ago, like that was kind of, I don't want to say frowned upon, but it was like, oh, you do it just everything yourself. Unless it was like really good. You know, it was kind of like you should play with other people because we were limited to networking and how you got stuff out. The internet wasn't like crazy, like 20 years ago, let's say. So now I think there's so many more opportunities for you to just, who was it? Oh man, I just saw a clip of this online and I was like, yeah, this is kind of my mindset. Rick Rubin, the producer, was like, don't listen to stuff. Just start creating things. Like if you really want to be your own sound and your own artist, like stop listening to other things and just make something for you. Make something that you think is awesome. And a lot of people don't do that. They make things as a product. Like, all right, I'm going to make something that I hope 1 million people want to hear. Instead of like, oh, I like this. You know, you might not have success, but it's just like if you're creating for the love of creating and following your thing, I think that speaks volumes. Whether or not other people like it or not, who cares, you know? And that's where I'm at. And most of the time, most of the bands and artists I've worked with were all right, we got to write a hooky song so people want to sing it and want to listen to it. And I get it. I've been there. I've done that a lot. And it's fun, but it's like been there, done that kind of thing. So now it's like, man, what do I want to do? And that's finding and following that path. It's been really cool. After you were in a band for a while. Yeah. It'd be successful if you do it for the love of it. People will respond. Yeah. You know why, Red? Is because they're for every... No. Everyone's chasing that thing, you know? And I see it in comedy or even like the streaming world. Like people think there's a formula, right? And there kind of is. There is a formula for quick engagement and quick success. Like I know exactly, we've talked about this before. I know exactly what to do to get views or to get like whatever. Make a thumbnail being like, like top 10 drum fails. Oh, you know, and camera shakes and everyone knows what to do. But there's so much of that now. It's just like, it's all a blur and just like, you don't remember it. So putting out what you want to put out, it doesn't have to be just music. It could be content or art, whatever. Food. There's going to be people for it nowadays with the internet, which is so cool. Where before it was like, yeah, you could put out what you want, but like you're in a very small town and like doing like, it might have a harder time, but luckily we're in an age where we can reach a mass group of people, which is really cool. Yeah, I know her. She's amazing. She's a violinist. She's fantastic. She's a sweetheart. She's living in Costa Rica, right? No, I think. Yeah, I remember. She's been on Twitch now, I think, for a couple years. I think. When labels were everything had to be a product. Yeah, no, and that's how I came up. And being in that for so long, like being out of it, it's very liberating, you know. So. It's fun stuff. So yeah, it's fun to talk about, but yeah, find a good teacher that's going to inspire you, and really push you to where they know you could be. If you're going to play with a band or people, find people who aren't controlling and let you be you. That's the big thing. Eventually I really hated like people being like, yeah, like don't play that, play like this. And it's like, oh, that gets old after 15, 20 years. But there are people that love that. They're like, what do you want me to play, man? I'll play it. So feed the beasts. This guitar who's fret. Oh, wait. Oh, that sucks. The fretboard's coming apart. Like the ebony's coming off, splitting from the neck. Oh, that's awful. Oh. Good luck, man. If it hasn't cracked, that should be a good fix. Binding along the edges to separate. Like you can feel it. Oh, okay, that's good. They're covering it. That's good. That still sucks though. Instruments are so temperamental with like everything. It's so wild. But that probably means they put the wood on. A lot of the times when there's stuff like that, it's because the wood wasn't dried properly when they started working with it. And so there's after effects after it like goes to an environment. But if you age wood and really dry it and let it just go through a couple seasons of expanding and contracting, it's going to do it less. That's what they should do. But a lot of times they'll get a piece of wood quick, put it in the kiln, like, and be like, oh, cool, it's good. And then they'll build it. And then like, it's still like, it's still like trying to figure out like where it is and what's going on. Because that wood is still alive, it's crazy. It's still an organic material that's absorbing and changing. So you want it to really dry out and not solidify, but you want to make sure it's settled before. It's like putting in wood floors. You don't just cut a tree and put the wood in. It's going to be like crack and buckle and all kinds of stuff. So a lot of times with instruments, mass produced, they just want them. They want to get them out. So you'll see that sometimes. But hopefully it's a quick fix, man. It's beautiful guitar, though, right? Just the wood is it's like a little teenager. Good luck, man. Have a good Saturday. We'll get back to it. The 5-stroke Ruffs. Right? Cranky. They kept trying to throw blame on me for humidity. Yeah. You're like, what? You're like, no, shouldn't do that. The only time a guitar will do that, in all honesty, is if it's in a really dry climate, like Phoenix or the Mojave Desert, like real dry, hot, like in a car, high temperatures in the sun, then it will, sometimes the bridge will, pop up or some weird stuff, it'll curve. But like where you live, dude, no. All your other guitars will be like, So yeah, you know. Good luck. Okay. Yeah, you're like, my other ones are cool, and this one's like, what is happening? Call an exorcist, man. I love music. It's so fun. All right. The 5-stroke roll. Here we go. All right, so this is 16th note, and now is 32nd notes, Cheers, dude. Let's go. I'll finish my coffee. I have a little bit left. A little bit. A little sip. 5-stroke rough played in cut time. That's just. Keep going. No. That's bad. I see what's going on. Then it repeats. Mike, help! Help! This is hard. Hi. Oh, we're in 5-stroke rough territory. Now is triplets. So a triplet is 3 notes, right? Wow, Dan, you're real good. Triplet, triplet, 1, 2, 3. If you diddle the first, or if you diddle 2 of those triplets, triplet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blah, 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 blah. Triplet, triplet. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5. Right? Built-in 5-stroke rough, depending on where you put it. So let's see what we got. Getting good. We're getting good. Shocker. Getting good. Diddle to the triple. Yeah. cool, right? So. Right? It's kind of neat. Repeat to opposite hand. What? Oh, I think I know what it is. All right. That's kind of cool. That's hard. All right, now we're in 5-stroke rough. Played as 30-second notes based on the 16th note triplet. Ooh! This is going to be way hard. Crucial, what's up? I posted this picture in the Discord, what this is and what we're going to do. This is really hard. Let me see. I'm going to try to keep quarter notes going. I hope he's had good sleeps, Crucial. And I hope you had some good breakfast cereal or cheese danishes. Oh, it sounds good. An Entenmann's cheese danish. Oh, man. Like in the box with the breadcrumbs. Boom. So good. you. I'll let you know a secret. Hold on. I'll show you. First up, they're all ambassador heads, except for the front head is the fiber skin that comes with it. But, hold on. I'll show you. TuneBot. All drums are tuned top and bottom evenly, so they maximum sustain, right? That way when you get to those higher pitches, they'll choke out a little bit, but it's not as bad as like it going, like those really tight, weird pitch bends. But I've got it tuned to C sharp on the kick, C2, so second octave, 70 hertz, G sharp, it's a little flat. Yeah, this one just goes out. Just a little bit. That side of it. So 104. This should be D sharp. D sharp 3, C sharp. No, I'm sorry. C sharp 2, G sharp 2, D sharp 3, and then F sharp. Just a little hot. There we go. Yeah. So F sharp. So this is the root, right? So C sharp 2, right? You got your fifth up. And then this should be a second up, but really it's like a ninth if you think about it. Right? This should be a third up, right? Right. That's just the way I'm tuning it, right? So root, fifth, technically ninth, but it's a second and then third up, different higher octave. So that's how I treat it. But I hope that helps. Oh, with the prime. Thank you. It's really nice of you. Thank you. Do you play jazz at all? I'm learning it. It's hard for me. I come from the world of mashing and bashing. So we're getting there. But yeah, there's nothing in the kick. I do have, if you look here, there is a little handkerchief right there on the kick drum. Kind of muted a little bit, but it helps. But yeah, if you have questions, let me know. Thank you though for that prime. I love it. It's so cool. You. Hi, that's so nice. It's good to see you. I played jazz in band in high school. Nice, but it's been a long time now. Still listening to do it. Treat yourself. Thank you, Harry. That's so nice. We're doing 5-stroke rolls today, and I'm gonna move ahead a little bit. To this 5-stroke rough based as 32nd note based on 8th note triplet. I know you're like, based on what? Based on what? It's like saying, oh, they're my 4th cousin once removed from that one side, and then they remarried. It's like whatever. But
oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh god! Let's go! Oh, Greg got one. Let's go. And Percuss, rookie, thank you. I hope you're having an amazing weekend. Everybody, I hope you have a great weekend planned. Nice and chill. Is anyone else getting snow, supposedly? We have a snowstorm coming, rolling through here. What do you call it? Sunday night. So tomorrow night. So I'm very excited. Hopefully we have a 3-day weekend. Wow, rookie, you're the best. Thank you. Oh, you guys are way too nice. All right, so triplets. When we're playing, here, I'm going to take a picture of this. I'm going to put it in the Discord because I'm not very good at like explaining it, and you might be like, what the heck, right? If I said 5-stroke Ruff played as 30-second notes based on the 8th note triplet, you'd be like, right. Sure, Dan, go for it. It's basically triplets with 30-second notes mixed in. So I'm going to put this in the Discord. Everyone buy the book if you're really interested. It's a great book. Here we go. So this is what we're working on next. Processing. There it is. Okay. Been working like crazy to save school. I love it. I love it, rookie. Don't overwork, but the best things come out of hard work. In all honesty, you're going to crush school then. If you're working your butt off for it, you're going to just get so much more out of it. Always remember that. All good things come from hard work. Everything. There are no shortcuts. No snow here, but it rained a good bit this past week. Probably snowing again now. Yeah, shocker. Yeah, it's coming. Right now, I think it's in the Midwest. Last I checked, I think it was like in Nebraska. But rookie, thank you. I know you're working hard. That's super nice. That was very kind. Some good people got one. Seriously, thank you. So if you're on the Discord, or if you want to check it out, !Discord will take you to the thing, the picture. But it's essentially like triplet, right? But then on the first note of the triplet, oh my God. So hard. I'm going to suck at this so bad. All right. I'm going to have to slow this down like a lot. I'm going to have to mentally. I could do diddles, right? Oh, okay, hold on. This is so hard. Some of the rolls are like, they're so sloppy. I got a cute pug emote for that. Thank you. Oh, Rookie, that's so cute. It's adorable. Those are cute emotes. What is that? Like something eating a cookie? I like that. It's cute. Stigs and Twigs, what's up? This is the book. It's Joe Piccaro's drum set method book. If it's called like Bringing the Funk to the Kit or something like that, like Joe Piccaro's drum set method. If you type Joe Piccaro drum set method in Amazon, it pops up. You'll see it. It's a different version. Technically, this is from like early 2000s, but this was his self print. But it's really good. It's really, really, really good. It's just like a lot of the jazz books that are out there, but it's really focused on rudiments and applying just like the basic rudiments to a musical sense. So it's good. Highly recommend it. We looked it up the other day. I think it was like I paid $30 from Joe. I feel like I got swindled a little bit. I'm kidding. But I think it's like $20. I think it was on Amazon. But it is a shorter version, but I think they just condensed the pages. It looked like the same exact thing. But this was self-printed by Joe in the late 90s, early 2000s. And they called it Jopo Music Publications. So basically I went to his house and got it. It's kind of cool. But yeah, great book. Highly recommend it. All right. Whew. Man, these are hard. So good. Hard though. All right. Next is 5-stroke Ruff based on quarter note. Stigs with the. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. That's so nice. I like your name though, man. This is pretty good. Got the book. Nice. It's called like, right? There's like bringing funk to the drums or something like that in the title, the reissue of it. But if you have any questions, just let me know. It's a fantastic book. We're on page 78 right now. And it's essentially, I'll show you. Hold on. What's great about it is like the basic rudiments, right? That you use pretty much in rock, jazz, and everything. You probably can't read this. You're like, wow, Dan, that's great. 3-stroke rough, 4-stroke. What's happening? Clintus! What's up, dude? We're being big nerds. Happy Saturday, man. What were you doing this morning? Someone just got this book, so I'm excited about that. Basically, 3, 4, 5-stroke roughs, 7, 9-stroke, and then you do open rolls for 5, 7s, 9s, flam accents, all the drags, reverse, and then paradiddle stuff. It's a great book. Oh, I'm doing really good, man. Hi. Hold on. I don't want that to fall over. Good morning. I'm going to have a little coffee break since you're here, just to say hi. Oh, you're probably busy. Do you have games today? I know. It's like my kids are getting into sports, and we have basketball games on Sundays, and it gets crazy, man. They're crucial. Yeah, they're maple. I could tell you why I switched over to the maple. It's kind of I don't know if it's a crutch or I just like it, but I could talk about that. No sports this weekend, but feels like every day. That's kind of good though. It's like it's crazy. Our kids aren't at that age yet with like high school, but they want to do like travel basketball, and like my son wants to do football, and the other two do soccer, and with 3 of them all in stuff at the same time, like of course all the games are at the same time, halfway across the state sometimes or whatever, and you're just like, crap. all the whole time, right? It's just like back and forth. But I told them I'm down for taking them to whatever, as long as I don't hear any complaining about it. You know, like, oh, I've practiced. Oh, but man, they love it. They love it. They come home from school, and my oldest, he'll have basketball at like 7:00. On Tuesdays it's later practice because the big kids gotta go, so they go later. But he gets off the bus at like 3:30, and he's like, all right, can I get ready for practice? I'm like, dude, you got a while. But he's just so excited about it, so I'm like, yeah, whatever, just don't get spaghetti on your gym shorts. But that's awesome. But dude, it's good to see you. Everyone, Clintus is good people, some of the best people on the internet, period. Sweetheart. Please give him a follow. So most drumsticks are made out of hickory. Hickory is a very strong wood. It's actually really strong and light. It's very light for how strong it is, put it that way. Still a hardwood though, right? So basically the fibers are real packed together. Maple is pretty hard too, right? That's why you'll see a lot of drums are made with maple. It's easy to cut, easy to work with, easy to deal with, but it's pretty durable. Some companies make drumsticks out of it, and it's a lighter stick compared to hickory. Again, it's not as dense, so there's not as many fibers packed into the same size of stick. So it's not as dense, a little lighter, and crucial, like I said, I ordered a couple sticks from Vader, like all the same stick, just in wood and hickory, and I wanted to compare different tips and the taper sizes and stuff. And I found I really enjoyed this stick, the fusion stick. I'm coming from the rock world, so pretty big sticks. So to go to like something really skinny just feels like I'm playing with like toothpicks or something weird. Do you guys know if like you're driving a car with like a good beefy steering wheel? I drive a truck, so then when I get in my wife's car, I'm like, what is this? It's so little. It's so weird. It's kind of like that, right? Like if you're used to like a big chunky stick, going from something like that to something really small feels weird. But this, I like the sound of it. It matches my technique with jazz right now. If that makes sense, it like makes me sound better than I am. Because it's like it's not as dense, it's not as warm, so there's a little bit more crispiness to it, but it's a little easier to move around the kit for being such a noob with a lot of this stuff, and it just feels nice in my hand. That's the reason. And I like how it sounds with the cymbals. Not using like a lot of microphones. We only have 2 on this kit right now. So I found that the ride cymbal sounds more brighter, right? Like if you were to play with nylon tip sticks, and I freaking hate nylon sticks, but these give me a little more sizzle on the high end than the hickory did. And I just liked how that sounded. It felt a little lighter. It felt a little more jazzy. You know, lots of baseball hats being made with maple. Baseball bats. Yeah, beetle. Yeah, there's the ash borer. Yeah, shocker. It's crazy. We have so much ash where I live. I've got 2 trees down right now in our woods. Beautiful trees. It's such a shame. I was gonna say, if you're doing jazz, you're playing maple more than hickory. Yeah, hickory good for tool handles, also hammers. Yeah, hickory's so hard. My dad has a sawmill, and we've cut some hickory a few times. And that, like, pine or hemlock, like when we cut this, it's just like, it's a Timber King band mill, right? So it's like, it just goes right through it like nothing, like styrofoam. Maple, you kind of got to slow down a little bit, and it's like, but you can make a bunch of cuts. The blade won't go dull. If you do a big hickory log, you have to go so slow, and like you'll change the blade probably halfway through the log because it's just so insane. It's like steel. It's crazy. But when it dries, it's so dense and it's so good. Like, and when you see hickory drumsticks like this, let's say, do I have some over here? Yeah. So they call it sapwood, right? If you look at like a tree and you cut it down and you look at like all, when you're counting all the rings, hickory, on the inside of hickory, the heart of it is real dark. Like it looks like walnut almost. It's really brown, like really, really pretty. So the inner rings are just like a real deep dark color. And then the sapwood is this, right? So the rings are a little more, right there, it's newer growth, so they've got a lot more distance between them. So they're usually bigger. They haven't been squished down yet. So that sapwood isn't as dense as the inner heart. So, but that's why they'll crack a little bit around, like a lot of times you'll break a hickory stick and it'll just crack, because it cracks along the grains, but not the real dense stuff isn't gonna crack on you. And that's why they stand up so good to like cymbals and all that. But yeah, so this is like the sapwood of hickory is what sticks are made out of. Usually so when you hear like stick companies like, grade whatever hickory, it's usually right by the heart, so it's pretty strong. You don't want the new growth because that stuff will just split like crazy. But yeah, hickory is insane. Dan, what's up? And Logos, hi. Do you play Caravan? Yes. So yeah, like holding this stick right now, it feels like, whoa, it feels heavier. And it is. It's a wider stick. I think lengthwise maybe a little bit longer, but no. About the same, just maybe a little bit wider, but it's so much like denser and like around, like just moving it just feels like, whoa. Right? It's like holding a styrofoam sword and like a straight up steel sword. You're like, so kind of cool, fun stuff to talk about. But I just found like with this stuff coming from that world of really hitting hard, this helps me play like, hey dude, chill out, you know. I'll let you hear the difference in just these two. I don't. Hold on, I think I have a hickory fusion stick out here. Hold on, let me go get it. I thought I did. I guess I don't. I might have gave them away. I might have gave them to Colin. I don't remember. But I don't have them out there. But here, I'll play my old stick that I used to use, the H220. I'll play that on the ride and then the maples and see if you hear a difference. It's so heavy. Oh, it's so good. But yeah, it's different. Oh, you use oak? Nice. Yeah. ProMarks. I think ProMark is the only. Right? ProMark is the only one that has oak sticks, to my knowledge. I slept good last night. Yeah, I used to use those, the H220s. Yeah, I like them. But now they feel like, oh my God, they feel like so heavy. It's crazy. But they have ProMark has the fire oak. Is that what you use? The Japanese oak? Yeah. I mean, oak's harder than maple, but not as hard as hickory. But it's still pretty good. Hickory is like the hardest. Hickory's just freaking insane. Honestly. Like if you look at like wood hardness charts, hickory's like just like right at the top. They're really light. Yeah, have you ever tried maple? Because the maple's gonna be a little lighter than the oak. But like I said, I feel like there's just a little more higher end energy. I don't know, like frequency wise. I'd like to try the oak ones. The fire oaks though, they like burn them, so it like stiffens them up a little bit, which is kind of cool. Like adding fire, it's like sealing off. I don't know, like stopping moisture from getting in. It does all kinds of stuff, but it stiffens the wood, like bakes it a little bit. It's kind of cool. So those fire grains are really neat. Blazer maple model. I have not played that one. Crucial. Interesting. They bake maple too. Yeah. Well, when they like everything's like kiln dried. but fire is pretty hot. I have an E-kit and somehow chipped the rubber on my crash. Yeah, that's the thing about electronic kits. It doesn't matter what brand you have, you're gonna just, if you play a lot, you're gonna go through pads like crazy. People don't tell you that, but like the triggers will start just like dying on cymbals, or like the rims of if you're playing a lot of rim shots. I remember my TD7 or TD6, I had like a metal with like a rubber thing over top of it. I cut right through that rubber so quick. Oh. Pretty cool. But that's the thing. The rubber, if they made it any stiffer, it'd be really hard to play. So I get why they used a certain kind of whatever grade, but yeah, if you're drumming a lot, you're gonna go through it. Sadly, your ride doesn't even have a bell. Oh no! What kind do you have? I feel like I remember you saying, but my memory's bad. You know. I found like with this jazz stuff, the real thick sticks. My callus is almost gone. My old callus. It's kind of cool. But the thicker sticks, I find like I rub more. Like there's more friction and moving like with fingers and stuff. So that's part of it. But the skinny ones, like my thumb rolls on it. I was Zildjian Megabell Ride, the original one. Yeah! Kimmy, I've got one of those too. Hold on. I have one, but I had it modified. I had it thinned off. Nikki, let me see if it's out here. Hold on. No, it's in another cymbal case. But the Mega Bell. I had what year is yours? I got sorry, hello. The original one has a weird. Okay, you got the star marks. I don't have that one. I got mine in 2002. But I got it because Morgan Rose used it with Seven Dust, and I was a big Seven Dust fan. So I was like, oh, I need that ride, yeah. And I got it, and I was like, oh, this ride's that was like legit my first like ride cymbal that I like B20, you know. Now we're talking, right? And I got it, and I was like, this thing is amazing, oh my god, right? Because I was like 19, 18, and just beating the absolute snot out of everything. And then I started like doing sessions in LA, and I would take that, and they'd be like, the engineers were like, what the hell is that thing? I'm like, yeah, it's my ride, isn't it great? And they were like, oh my god, you can't you can't use it. And so in the rock metal bands I was playing in, it worked great, but anything else, it was just awful. It was so bad. Yeah, it's like Captain America's shield. You can stun animals. It's amazing. It's so big. And then I met this really cool guy, Nicky Moon Symbols. If you type ! Nicky Moon, his thing will pop up. He modifies symbols and he makes his own, and it's amazing. He's a cool dude. I took him. Thank you. Sorry. Animosity, dude, so good. Oh wait, what is it? Throw my back out now. Sorry, doing that nonsense. Huh. Such a good album. But yeah, so I had the Mega Bell and I gave it to Nikki and I was like, dude, I hadn't played it in like 20 years or whatever. And I was like, just do whatever you want. And he shaved it off. It sounds really cool. It's thinner. But it was just so so big. It's such a wonky cymbal. Double bass, yeah. Crucial, yeah. Nikki, he's such a good dude. Have you been? I don't think Crucial. You were watching. Like Nikki came to my house. He came to the studio to do like a stream a couple years ago, and he fell in love with where I lived. And like over the spring, I got a call. He's like, "Hey, I just bought a house by you." Up in Sugar Run. And I was like, wait, what? And because he lived in Jersey. And he's like, yeah, dude, I'm moving up there. I'm like, if he's the best dude. He's such a sweetheart. I got a bunch of his stuff here. And yeah, he bought a house and he's starting to do like make alloy, like actual blanks. Zildjian is the only one that does that in North America. And Sabian does it in Canada, but everyone else is, they all import them. So he's doing some crazy stuff out in the middle of nowhere. It's great. Because he made his first thing Wednesday. And I'm like, you didn't blow yourself up, did you? Because metallurgy is pretty crazy. He's going to be making some waves. It's kind of cool. Not just for him, but like selling blanks to other cymbal makers, other custom cymbal makers here in the U.S. So it's going to be really neat because all the cymbal makers are limited to what other people give them, right? Like the blanks they get from Turkey or Brazil. Zildjian doesn't give away blanks. So now Nikki can make his own alloys and mixtures and temper them a certain way. So it'll be neat to see what he does. Is a Lagrim. Interesting. Look, it's nice. Yeah, I don't know what that is. LeJean is such a good dude, too. He was super nice when I got to hang out. Oh, jealous. He's a good guy. All that band. I was legit upset when Clint left. Remember that? There was a period when, I think it was like 05 or 06 when Clint left the band, and I was like, what? I was like, oh my God. I was like earth shattering. Then he came back and I was like, all right. That's when the world all made sense again. Yeah, Crucial. Yeah. He's a good dude. What have I got in here from him? Oh, right there. I've got a flat ride from him in here. This is a 24-inch one of a kind Nicky Moon. Check it out. I've been trying to use like the same symbols so I don't, just for consistency purposes. So it'll be fun just to hit this for a little bit. Watch the wobble. Hopefully you can see it from this angle. It's very washy. I really like it. It's a great cymbal. It's freaking big. But the thing with big cymbals like this, a lot of the time, like big 24 inches, this one's still vibrating. The bigger the cymbal, depending on the thickness of it, they tend to be, I don't want to say unstable, but you'll hit one here, right? You'll crash it, and then the next time you go to hit it, it's like they're just so wobbly and weird. Not to call certain cymbals out, but if you find a large cymbal like 24, 26, even bigger than that, and it's stable, it's a very well-made cymbal. So that cymbal is rock solid for being a 24 inch, and it sounds great. It's thinner, so being that thin and that stable, that's why it sounds like you said, like a tam-tam, like a gong. It's kind of like my 20-inch thin crash. It's just like they're so big and thin that they're not going to be like, but they're very quick, sustained, but very washy and a big burst of energy when you hit them. So it's kind of neat. I've been using this one. This is a pretty heavy cymbal compared to that, just for stick articulation and stuff. But playing the Nicky Moon, it's like it's a lot more musical in a sense, but I'm still figuring it out. Right? Like, so for practicing jazz, like really hearing like sticks, I'm trying to like just stick with one very staccato cymbal, one that isn't very like washy and legato. So yeah, he knows what he's doing though. Yeah. Bonjour. Not quite my tempo. That's right. But Blackberry, hello. Metallurgy, that is one step shy of alchemy and two steps shy of the dark arts. Dude, honestly, what Nicky's doing, he couldn't do that in Jersey where he lived because A, is a lot of heat and noise, and like you don't just do that like in your backyard. I mean, you could maybe, but he's legit out in the middle of nowhere, and he could do whatever he wants, you know? So I'm sure he's out there like, yeah, lighting it on fire and banging and into the wee hours of the night. And I just told him, I'm like, dude, you got to be safe because he's out there and there's no one, you know? So I'm like, if you blow yourself up, like, that's it, you know? So yeah, everyone follow Nicky. He's a sweetheart. We're going to go over there next weekend, actually. Me, my parents, and we're going to take the kids. He wants to have us over to see some stuff and see what he's doing. Have a pizza. We're going to have a pizza party at Nicky's place. So it'll be fun. He's a good dude. But yeah, he's been on stream a bunch of times. We've had him come in here. He talks about symbols and stuff. So we'll have to do that again. He's good. He's good people. But he's doing something that hasn't been done in the United States since when did Armin come over here with Zildjian? 1920 something. That's when the Zildjian, they brought it over. So it could have been 30s, but I think it's the 20s they started making cymbal alloys. So they're the only company that's been doing it, and since Nicky did it. I think it's 1923. I think so. So legit for like they've owned the market, pretty much, and becoming a drum maker isn't that hard because like getting wood, anyone can get wood. But if you've been interested in making cymbals, you know, like Nicky's like psycho about it. He's like legit, straight up crazy. Mangiello, he's another dude. Out of Philly, like there's great people that are. Azibi, hi, it's good to see you. I hope you're well. But there's always been people like interested in making cymbals, right? But the only way to get your hands on a cymbal blank has been to order it from, you know, the places in Turkey that just they'll sell to anybody, but you're limited to what they use, and you can get cheaper ones that use like different tin, different grades of bronze and stuff. So it's kind of like if you wanted to be, you know, you wanted to paint a certain thing, but you were limited to the quality of paint you were going to get or whatever. So the fact that Nicky now, he kind of hit a wall with his creativity. Like, all right, these are the blanks that I can get. This is as far as I can push him. And he wanted to do more, but like you can't put in custom blank orders. Like that just isn't how it works. So if you've been interested in making cymbals over the years, it was like, we'll go work at Zildjian. You know, that was really the only option, or go to a cymbal company. And there's people making custom cymbals, but again, they're all kind of the same alloy, all the custom cymbal companies. Just how they were hammered and shaped was the unique thing. But now what Nicky's doing is he can make his own alloy for his own stuff, or make custom alloys for other cymbal makers that want to try certain things, you know? So it's, as for the industry, it's going to really open up to some really cool, unique sounds that we aren't used to hearing, you know? Whether it's good or bad, I don't know, but just having options is kind of cool. Look at what's come out of, you know, these companies that tried new things. You know, you got like A&F, you know, that's just like, let's make drums out of like raw, weird materials, you know? And Nicky's got all these ideas and just trying them out. Like, well, what would happen if we did this mixture and this? And I know companies have done it over the years, and they kind of settle on their formula. You know, Paiste, Meinl, Zildjian, Sabian, they've all got a unique thing going on. So to get just more options like that. It's kind of cool and neat. So, yeah, this is pretty neat. The first, I think Nikki said, yeah, it's been like over 100 years since a non-Zildjian alloy has been made publicly, I guess, in the U.S. So it's pretty neat. We'll see what happens. Styrofoam drums, yeah. All right, let's see what we got. Page 78, 5-stroke Ruff based on quarter note triplet for very fast tempos. Whoo! Can I skip this one? It's like you're at like in math and you're like, can we skip this lesson? Can we just not do that? Not do long division and move on to something else? Can't skip, but I'm excited to get to these next ones. And we're getting to right where I was hoping to get to, so it feels good. Yeah, 300. Let's go. All right. So I'm going to play triplets, and then I'm going to play the tied version, which is the quarter note triplet, and then we'll start playing the 5-stroke Ruffs based in that. Zydian, am I saying that right? Correct me, please. Hi. I was at that TwitchCon too. That was a good TwitchCon. It's progressive rock drumming, just long division, basically. It's all math. Yeah. All music is math. Sadly, once you learn that, it kind of ruins it for you. Oh, Zydian, let's go. Okay. Let's go. Nice. Hello. But yeah, once you realize like math is all X, Y, and Z graphs, it's all time, pitch, dynamics. It's all just one crazy sculpture. Sadly, it's not magic. Interrupt away. It's good to see you. ACI. Oh, it's a funny number. Trying to go between them, going from the rough to back to the triplet. It's hard. 45. Is that what it is? That's amazing. Gump. Think about instruments you literally have to rewrite. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard. All right. so hard. That's so hard. You can do it. Oh man, it's so freaking hard. I can't hear. I'll get it. I just gotta stop being lame. It's hard to do it slow, right? It's hard. That's it. So you got triplets, right? You can do it. Now we gotta do the other one. Help, muscle. Help. Hi. I believe in you too. Side note, I want to know where you got that shirt. Costco. Costco. Costco fleece flannels. If you time it right, you can get them for $9.99. Costco flannel. Fleece flannel. Not the flannel, fleece. It's soft. They're like little fleece blankets. Yeah, Costco. That's where it's at. That's where I get my food and most of my stuff. It's like literally the food and stuff, you know. Muscle, good morning. Did it. I did it. Let's see if we can do the next one. alcohol. Costco's got some. Sometimes you're like, oh damn, nice Costco, but their candy, dude. I used to get the 25 packs of Snickers for like $20, or I think it was that, or it was that. I think it was like $19.99 for like 20 Snickers bars. You get like a box. Oh man, I used to take those to the studio, and I'd be like, I ate like 4 Snickers a day. I'm like, I need energy. You know, got a lot of booze. You gotta stop the water poops. Hey, poop happens. Poops is a thing. All right, okay. Let's see if we can do this. This is cool. 2-bar phrase, over the bar line, 5-stroke, quarter note triplet feel. Right? You need a Costco membership? Yeah, we do. We have a Costco by us. It's like 2.5 hours away. 2 hours. But we do the online thing. So, like, I know my size, so I just order them online when they have sales. So it is worth it. Certain things, you know. Hopefully I don't think it's a crappy joke. Hey! Mini high. All right, we're gonna do it. I'm not gonna avoid it anymore. We're gonna try it. Got fleeced by Costco. Yeah, many times. No, it's hello. Oh. That's hard. That's hard. Dun, 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 dun. That's cool. lot of potential there for some cool licks. Some cool chopping, as the youths say, right? That's hard. It's cool, though. It's page 78. Fun. Who knew quarter note triplets had so much fun in them? All right, 5-stroke Ruff applied as jazz fills. Let's see how bad this sounds. Everyone just get your booze ready, right? And your rotten tomatoes. Get them ready. Start wind them up, right? Someone's like, wait, I'm not ready. Wait. Oh, man. Yeah, these are going to be hard. I got to take a second. Let me get my fruit basket. With the wrapping, with the heat wrap still on it. Like, take out the floor top. Like, oh man, that dude threw a fruit basket. It's crazy. Oh. I'm sure someone has had a fruit basket thrown at them, right? What about those edible arrangements with all those toothpicks in it? It's like a cactus coming at you. Oh. Your college music theory instructor knew the joys of the triplet. You were just daydreaming about rock and roll glory. I know, right? Oh, what an idiot. All right. This is hard. So 1 and 2 and 3 and all right, so I want to get this pickup right, you know? Wait, you have a date night? Wait, what? Girl? Girl? Okay. All right. I'm gonna need a minute. This is gonna take a while. Once I can hear it, we'll be all right. But this is gonna be a little tricky. This is really hard with left hand lead. I don't ever play this. Ever. Like ever. It's so awkward. So that's the figure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's triplet. Left hand lead triplet. Triplet, but you diddle the first two notes. Triplet, triple. What? I'm sorry. Triple, and then accent the last one. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, da, da. Woo! That's awesome, Gump. That's awesome. You're like, ah, it's too late. Hopefully he's gone away, right? This is so hard. I'm gonna slow it down. Coffee. This is hard. Kids are playing with the keyboard. That's pretty funny. They don't actually play the piano. They're like, they just go to the sound effects and like, lasers. That's all they do. It's adorable. Okay. Whoa! I really got to pad these out. My singles are just awful. It's embarrassing. Woo! All right. It's perfect. Hello, Diddy. This is perfect. Hi, dude. Oh, this is a 4-bar phrase. What? Yeah, Crucial. It's a great kit. This is yeah. I'll do this just if anyone wants to see as well. I don't know if they call it like a jazz setup, but it's the 12, 14, 20. So 14 by 12. It's a pretty shallow drum. but it's kind of good. It's not like, it's very articulate, very calm, very nice. It's basically the SQ2 stuff, just as round overbearing edges and vintagey hardware. So great kit, just not as customizable as the SQ2s. Getting there. My left hand just is so tight. It's stiff. All right. Couple more. Actually, no, we're good. This is like applied to rock and stuff. Joro, hi. People ahead. All right. All right. Crucial. I got to do more on YouTube. For real. There's a couple videos I'm working on right now. I shot a bunch of B-roll for one. And another podcast thing coming up. I took all my covers down. I guess we haven't really talked about that. But all the covers are off of YouTube. They should be. I'll double check. But yeah, going in a new direction with that. So it's interesting, being known for a certain thing or just doing, like, even on Twitch, like doing requests, you get, a certain viewership or just a certain thing. And then when you stop doing that, obviously it's like, or like putting out content like on YouTube, like drum covers. There's people that's what they love that, right? And I totally get it. They subscribe for drum covers or want to watch a drum stream about just playing drum covers, right? I totally understand. People, that's like their thing. They dig it. But when I put the brakes on everything pretty much in the summer of like no more requests, I didn't really touch the covers thing, but it's like obviously viewership and everything's going to go, right? Because it's like 5-6 years of doing, it's like if you're known for playing, I don't know, I love the video game Destiny. So it's like if all you stream is Destiny and all of a sudden one day you're like maining Cuphead, people will be like, wait, what? Oh, this sucks. So I understand like there's going to be a period of just like immense, like the brakes are on, like just right, and slowly again just doing the stuff that you love will attract hopefully the people that you want to attract. So my thinking, that's what we've been doing on Twitch for like the last 6-7 months, and it's been really fun, right? It's funny because it's almost like I started streaming over again, you know, in a weird sense. Like the numbers are slowly going up, but it's like people who find what we're doing interesting, and it's really fun. But the thing with YouTube is a lot of the people that follow me on there are just, they want drum covers, right? So getting rid of them is kind of like, all right, I don't want the people that just want to watch drum covers to follow me on YouTube. So hopefully we can make a shift start there of like the actual content that I want to put out. So that's why I'm like, all right, covers are gone. It's just a waste, you know? And I don't even like most of them anyway. I play like crap and play like a gorilla for most of them. So it's like, that's a terrible representation of me as a drummer now. You know, and it happens when people watch on YouTube, they'll come in and be like, yeah, I just watched this. And it's cool, but like, I'm not going to play that again. You know, I have no desire. So just being true to like the content that I want to put out, and have the majority of the stuff on YouTube be what I really want it to be, rather than just 80-90% covers, you know? So that's why they're gone. So it's interesting. I got to do more though, you know? Definitely my sort of thing. Nice. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I'm past the point of trying to do this for views or whatever. Like, if people don't know that I can play Audio Slave or, you know, Britney Spears songs by now, like, there's nothing I can do. So hopefully, you know, I get more of like the people I'd love to hang out with in real life and talk about drums and practicing and music and all that stuff. Gear. That's what it's about right now. So yeah, shifting my YouTube to be that is the play. I just gotta really hunker down and it's tilted. Ooh, don't spill. I just gotta like start putting out stuff. Consistently, you know. But right now, I'm really enjoying practicing in the live streaming thing. That's my favorite form of content. So we're figuring it out, though. You know. We'll go with my podcast streaming. Yeah. Oh, let's go, dude. Yeah. You got to do what you think is, again, like what we were talking about. Like, make content that you would want to watch or that you would want to consume. You're going to be true to yourself. You're going to be way more passionate about it. Because doing drum covers, it's so easy. It's easy, right? If you're a decent drummer, like, it's so easy. It's the easy button of content, you know? It's just like, oh, you could play this, because people are looking for that because they want to play it as well, right? They want to learn how to play the song. So finding people that are playing it helps. And most drummers, you know, they enjoy watching it. So I get it, totally do. But there's a lot more to it out there, you know? And the drummers and people that are putting out content that isn't made for views or clickbaity stuff, that's what I think is really cool. And I think there is a group of people that will appreciate it, hopefully. But I'm still figuring out what it is to do, you know? So this is all new. Right now, practicing getting good is step one, right? No sense putting out content that is mediocre. So really tightening up certain things, and we'll take it from there. Helping people maybe get to this point now, rather than just like, oh, so you want to play drum covers. Cool. Something different. But we made it to the 5-stroke open roll. I'm going to say that out loud because that feels good. I thought we would be here, 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks later. Page 84. That's a lot. We're getting there. We're not even halfway done with the book yet. Oh, I appreciate it, Crucial. Thank you. It's fun. I really do enjoy this. I was gonna make a video about that's probably like the next episode of the podcast is like people ask me all the time, so what do you do? And I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't know. You know, I used to say like, oh, I do this and this, and it was very like, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing. But I'm at a really cool stage in my life. It's like a transition into something else, a metamorphosis or whatever. But like, I really don't know what I do right now. It's kind of wild, and liberating. So we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. But I love this. I've never been more excited about it and just sharing it with people. You know, this little journey thing. And what comes next, I really don't know, but I'm excited. Yeah, I'm very excited. So tomorrow's going to be 5-stroke roll, which I'm hoping is easier than the singles, because I play 5-stroke rolls way more than I play 5-stroke Ruffs at certain tempos. So this is going to be, we got a lot of work to do tomorrow, but that's going to be the next round, page 84 of the book. Crucial, cheers. Thank you. Yeah, it's exciting. Right? Do what you love. So I'm going to go eat some food. I think we're going out to eat pizza, maybe. My one son, I swear to God, he gets book it things for Pizza Hut like every 5 days. So they've been asking like, can we go to Pizza Hut? So we're going to do Pizza Hut. And my oldest wants to stop at Walmart to get something. I don't know what it is. Something for basketball. So we'll see. So yeah, we're going to go do book it. We'll see what happens. I got this thing on my thumb too. It's weird. But we'll be live tomorrow morning. Everyone have an amazing Saturday. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the support. A lot of really cool new people today. New subs. So thank you guys. I have to digest this stuff. Like I could keep going and just like plow through it all, but it really in spurts, so it all like retaining this is going to be the true challenge. Not just playing it, but going back to it and being like, oh yeah, I got this. We're doing a lot of stuff quickly, so part of the challenge is to just like maintain it and keep it fresh. So yeah, half Japanese girl. So maybe when we get back, like later today, we could do a lesson. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know what I'm going to walk up to is what I'm going to say. I could walk up to everyone just like, hey, Dad, what's up? Cool. Or I could walk up to like a nosebleed, one kid screaming, the dog is out. I don't know. So today at some point, I'll message you once I go up for air and see what we're working with. Yeah, Godspeed, right? I love you guys. Be good. I'm just going to end it today, if that's okay. I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to get a lot done. And hopefully a snow day. Monday. So hopefully we'll get some good streams in. But be good, guys. I love you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.